or traps right at the exit door.
Mm-hmm.
Especially during end game. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
The trapper should not be allowed to set a trap right underneath the exit door. Because of the possibility of having the auto injure and the auto reset. Like, that's just not right. It's already, in-game has already been nerfed so hard against the survivors that...
Yeah, that's a good question for the devs. Like, hey, what's the survivor escape rate in endgame?
Oh, I guarantee it's like maybe 10%.
Well, so I guess they'd argue no, like all the time, because naturally when the gens are done, you open the door, endgame starts. But if you're saying I spawned with everyone, what's the name of this thing?
Yeah,
Red Square. Where is it?
I didn't have time to open them.
Shattered Square, got it.
I'm gonna guess the main building is probably 12.
Main building. Well, main building is like sort of in the middle, so it's like it's from not. It ranges from 9 to 12. You're right. Shack is 6. That row of wagon wheels and whatnot. That's 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Like I think I'm at 4 right now. I think I'm at 4 right now.
I'm at 6. I'm at the shack right now.
No, I'm at.
I think the chase is happening upstairs. Was it the main building? Oh, it's a ghost base.
I think. Oh.
Who's stalking?
What? I heard footsteps. Oh man. Oh, the chase is going on, guy. You gotta get on the stand with me. So I think I'm between 7 and I might be at 8.
Like, there's still a heartbeat here with me. There's no grabby legs with her, so I think he came back to the main building.
So you're at main?
I'm at main and I had a heartbeat there.
Well, that's the 3-gen for the record.
Yeah, he's scared. Okay. That guy is.
Well, he swings pretty early. He's got a ginormous turret radius.
Scare the crap out of him.
That didn't work out very well. Off I go. I'm trying to stay away from main. I'm throwing every pallet like it's free. This one I can see a little better. Yeah, here it is. I'm definitely going. I don't know. I hope I'm not going to someone on a gen.
No, you're fine right now. Still on you.
He got me. Yeah, he got me, but that was a 3-gen chase. Pallet, 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 pallet. Pallet, 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 pallet. No. Nice try. Nice try. Hopefully you have a way to go. He's on you. They're healing. It doesn't feel like they're running in the correct direction. One's heading toward you as if he's gonna body block. Now one's heading toward me. Now I don't know what's going on. This is very odd. So he just got like stalked again. Okay, you're good.
So I did waste the shack pallet, just so you know.
Is the main building done?
Yes.
Is he on me? I think he's on me.
He's on you.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Is he? I'm good. I'm clear.
So yeah.
He's here. He's here. What are we doing here? Well, you're.
Well, I'm with you. I want to know what you want to do. Like, I'm trying to protect you.
I thought it was just looping. So, all right, I'm gonna get healed up because he's looping where we're trying to do gens.
Yeah.
He's safe now.
There's 2 gens over there. So.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to this one. There he goes. There.
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't make it.
Well, at least we know where they're at. 2 people, 3 people on 2 gens?
He's so quick. Maybe he has barbecue? He's heading right. No, he doesn't have barbecue. He just knows where the gens are. So, maybe they'll get the gen done.
I'm coming for you because he walked right by me. They're gonna get that gen done.
Nope.
Really? That gen's like 99.9999999. It's crazy. I'll heal you up. That's a lot of slugging.
Well, he kicked the gen. No doubt. So where are gens?
Over here. That's a shack. She's on the other gen. Are you on this one with me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the other one. Because it's close. Heading your way, I think.
Yep.
Wow, he had pop. He's got pop or something. He's on you, right?
Yeah, he's over here. He's going back to the shack.
Oh, that's brilliant play. He thinks he's chasing everyone.
Coming back.
This gen is done.
Watch out.
I got him. Coming our way. Turn left.
I will take him away.
No, I think he's... There's Jolt or Eruption or something. He's coming to me.
Oh, here's another gen. Way over here that no one's even messing with.
I'm just trying to keep him thinking.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna work in this gen. You guys do whatever.
You're good. You're good. You're clear. She's healing. That pickup just happened. Just keep on it. He's stalking them.
And they're running all the way to where I am.
Yeah, but he's still worried about me. He's still worried about me. You're still good. Nope, he doesn't. And now I got all day. All day. All day. Now it's too late. He can't do anything about it. Okay, I'm at the far door.
Door on the right? Door on the left?
Door on the right. There he is, I think. I don't know where he is.
Well, hold on, because we're healing. Well, two of us were. The other one
There.
ran off.
She's in chase.
If she's in
The hook
chase.
to give. She can be in chase wherever she wants. Okay, the right side door is 99. What's she doing? Camping that out? No, she's on you. I think Quentin will go heal her up. It seems like they're helping each other. As of now, you got your pick, Ben. You got your pick of doors.
Made it to the one on the left.
Yeah, you got it. You got your pick.
Probably have to go back for Quentin.
I thought he was
not.
on her,
No,
so
no,
she
no,
should
no,
throw the
no,
pallet.
no, go take a,
Got it. Took it. I'm in trouble. You're gonna have to do something. I got it. 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 I'm out. Oh, he got me. Oh, no, he didn't.
Okay. We're healing, we're healing, we're healing.
I'm going to the other door. I'm going to the other door.
Yeah, it's open.
I'm gonna need a body block. I'm gonna need a body block. Yep, I'm coming. You got me?
Yep.
That's freaking teamwork. There you go. Woo! Okay, see, that's a much better way to end it. You know,
There we go.
yeah. And again, I know that this ghost face lost. But correct me if I'm wrong, everyone was on Death Hook, right?
No. No, we weren't. Like,
No?
He wasn't a good ghost face.
Oh.
You know, so like,
I
does it still feel good to like have won that one? Because I do feel like everyone kind of like did stuff. Like there were chases, gens were done. It wasn't just like one guy running the killer while everyone worked on gens. You know, we all were involved. Like again, the Ghostface determined what kind of game that was going to be, and by his playstyle, he actually made it for the survivors an entertaining game. For him, yeah, he's like, well, that was BS. You know, like that's not. I didn't get one kill. But you know, again, the killer does get to play the entire game. Also, they get to play an entire crappy game. I'm like, well, when a DC happens, I have to play the entire crappy game. Also, when I get my ass handed to me and I'm out of the game within the first 5 minutes, that's not a lot of fun either. So I would have still rather play to the very end of the game as a killer, even in a game like that, with a chance to have possibly won. I know that doesn't help this game, but he still had a chance all the way till the very end. He had someone down, he had multiple people injured. There was still a chance for him. It wasn't like, within 5 minutes all the gens were done and we were out the door and he didn't give it a chance to play the game. He had an opportunity.
Laughing all the way along.
He had an opportunity to play the game. He did have a sweating. He decided to leave people down instead of picking them up. I know he was worried about that gen, but the second I realized, he should have known. Well, there's a gen on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Like I really, I'm waiting. I need to get someone on a hook. He should have put Quentin on a hook. He should put an Ada on the hook. We probably would have gotten them off the hook, but he still should have put them on the hook. That's and killers can and I don't feel bad for doing this because the killer will, as they're playing me live, going, I don't understand why you jumped through that window. That was dumb. Well, because you have the ability to see the whole picture of what's happening, and I'm just kind of running. Yeah. So hindsight, 2020. Yeah, there's things that the Ghostface could have done that made the game even closer. But based on his play, he dictated how that game was going to go. He decided, I'm not going to hook people. I'm going to slug them and give them an opportunity to get up and run again. So, how's that our fault?
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
So we ended right exactly at 38%. So close to 40, but we ended there. So I'm glad we had it. It's just tough, and like I said like earlier, like I don't want to be like a guy who just rants. And so I'm moderating my tone, just talking earnestly, just asking people to kind of think about it. Like we won two, lost. We won two. I won more in a row before I went on that 4-game skid. I went on a 3-game skid, won one, went on a 4-game skid. And then before that, I was kind of win-lose. Even the team ultimately ended up going 7-9. And a lot of those games were games where we I would be like honestly, earnestly invested. I'd be appreciative if someone's like, "Well, okay, in this game, well, at this minute mark, this was a decision." Like I think if I had that first twins on Dead Dog, if I had that to do again, I would not have had Ben body block. I would have just taken the trade. I don't know what that does for us, but I guess that's something we should consider. Now there are times where you do the borrow time block and times when you don't, but I think that's one play I definitely want back. But with the exception of that, there were a couple games where I'm like, I don't know what I do. Like the Skull Merchant and Larice, when she already has the things up at the exit gates. Honestly, I think you could put those things up and just let them do all 5 gens. Like, I might try that. Like, hey, I'm going to offer a Larice map. I'm going to put my guys at the end game and then just play the game as well as I can. Still no perks and add-ons because that's my thing. And I wonder how that'll go. I wonder. I don't think I have Skull Merchant. But anyway, I wonder how that would go. So, I'm not actually dissatisfied with the way it ended. I just think there's a more fun way to get there. And it's reflected in my killer games. Yes, it is true. I've had 4 non-wins in a row. But I still had 2 ties. And I've only got 3 losses out of 15 games with Myers. So, I'm 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9. I don't know. I'm up there.
Those 2 ties actually end up equating to 1 win. It's 0.5. 0.5 plus 0.5 And you can't, as a survivor, you can't tie a match. You can either win or lose. There are no ties for
Yeah,
survivor.
8, 2, and 2, and then so I'm 8. Oh no, I'm 8. I'm 8, 3, and 3 right now. Right at this moment, I'm 8, 3, and 3, and I got I was coming off a 5-game winning streak. So I guess, you know, one person could argue that I said it on another episode, like, hey, show me a 5-game losing streak. But this is not a losing streak. It's a non-winning streak. But those two losses, those two ties, are just ties.
Yeah.
And you can't tie as a survivor. You can't like have your torso fall out of the map. You know what I mean? It's and those swings. So with killers, you can go on these epic win streaks, and yeah, I know Hens's team and a couple others. I can't put in the time and practice and effort it would take to be a Survive with Friends team of that caliber to go on a streak of that caliber, and neither can I put in the time to be a killer of that caliber and go on a streak of that caliber. But my win rate is already comparable. You know what I mean? But my survivor rate is currently pathetic
Yeah.
because it's always like 3 wins, 8 losses, 2 wins, 4 losses. And it ends up like, I had a tie night not too long ago. I think I had a winning night last night. But that winning night came at the expense of AOWF. He's like, well, I'll have 2 wins out of like 7 games. But whatever, here we go. And it's not just me. I'm not complaining for my sake. I am advocating for the average people. And there are those who feel like, well, no, if you are not good at this game, you should just stop playing my game. Well, first off, it's not your game. It's Behavior's game. And they want to make money, And, if this becomes a comp game, it's a comp game, but then just admit it is. But I don't appreciate hearing like, well, I agree, it should be about hooks, but it can't be about hooks until you make camping and tunneling impossible. And yeah, once you make camping and tunneling impossible, gens might need to go up to 130.
Yeah.
Once you make camping and tunneling impossible, the killers should get like a bonus. You can get a 4K with 4 hooks, and they wouldn't get a bonus. But if you get a 4K with 10 hooks, 10, 11, or 12, and you get bonuses on that, then you should get rewarded for that. But even then, there's nothing the devs can do. I promise you. I mean, I urge anyone, Fog Whisperers, whatnot, if the developer's like, I officially declare this week a hooks game, like you play for hooks, you get the win condition, and if you get 4 kills and only 4 hooks, then we'll take 5 pips from you. I promise you, they're going to finish their kill streak. They're going to go for kills. So I think the statement, I will play for hooks, is disingenuous. What you mean to say is, I'm going to kill you, but I would like to score more points while I kill you. Because I've never seen anyone say, I had 8 hooks. That's all right. I had a tie. I don't know, 8. How many hooks? 12? Yeah, 8 hooks. You won. You had 8 hooks. You won. I've never once seen someone say, I had 8 hooks. I won. Go ahead. Let all 4 survivors out. And until I see that, I think killers are being disingenuous. I think killers do honestly say, hey, I camp and tunnel because it works. I'm like, yeah, so do I. I think killers say, if I felt like I could play nicer, if I felt like I could play more easily, then I would. But as long as you have camping and tunneling in your back pocket, first off, not everyone wants to play nice. And second off, you will go to whatever strategy you feel you must in order to win, because winning matters to you more than your fun or the fun of others. And I just would request people to be more earnest about that. Like, I play killer, And when I'm doing my streaks, I am not in any way invested in the fun of the survivors. I am not sitting here going like, "Oh, I'm sorry about this, dude." And I also don't pretend. I don't pretend to be invested in that. I feel like that's genuine. Like, no, I'm doing this because I'm playing a game and I'm trying to win, and this helps me win. Is it no fun? Absolutely, it's no fun. But I've never seen survivors wipe out gens in 240 seconds and then be like, "Sorry, dude, why don't you chase me more?" Now, if I hook one of them, they'll kill all four of themselves trying to get a four-man escape, which is still a decision that they're making, but they don't start that way. And the the statement, I would play for hooks if that was the win condition. I feel it's a lie. I feel it's just a flat out lie. No one goes into Dead by Daylight and says, "I sure hope I have 8 hooks." And if you're one who affirms that, let me know. I want to watch your channel. And I remember before I started streaming and I played Killer, I actually did make an effort to let everybody out. And that was fun. I was having a blast. But as I gave more and more thought to what was going on, I've seen too many people like, well, they're not playing at my level. They're not playing to win. They're doing this, which is funny. When a survivor's just messing around, they don't say like, well, I only got that kill because they're messing around using meme builds. But when a killer's messing around, they're like, he's not really a good killer. He's just messing around. You can't be hypocritical in your commentary. You can't be hypocritical in your assertions. The truth of the matter is, Dead by Daylight is based on kills, and it's based on kills because when you play the game, you're trying to kill the survivor. You're called killers, not hookers. And it's based on escape, not because it's based on escape, because the survivors don't do all the gens and then run around the map until endgame kills them all. And that would be ridiculous if you did. So the entire argument falls on its face. Your job as a survivor is to escape, and your job as a killer is to kill. And that's fine. But then it needs to be balanced in such a way that killers should never go on 30, 40, 50, 100 game win streaks, and survivors should never go on 30, 40, 50, 100 game winning streaks. It should be a game where, yeah, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Maybe more often than not you lose if you're a survivor, and maybe more often than not you win as a killer. But the very idea of 30, 40, 50 win streaks proves how unbalanced the game is. The argument, well, look at the Hensis team and there are 200 escapes. Those are 4 survivors out of like 50,000 players on Steam alone. Those 4 people are called exceptions, not norms. And yeah, you can be an exceptional killer, but all the killer streamers have 30, 40, 50k win streaks. Not that many survivors have that. What, Otz and Aaron, they got up to like 20 or 15. Noob 3 is the greatest ever. He is an exception. He has a 50 game win streak. Now look, he did it at an easier time. And maybe Aaron's 20, is it 20 is solo?
20, 25, something like that, I think. Somewhere in that range.
That might be more exceptional, but it's still not 30. It's still not 100. And that's the point that I'm making. I believe that this game should be balanced in such a way to that there's usually one escape and usually one kill. And the question is it going to be 3 kills and 1 escape, or 2 escapes, or 3 escapes and 1 kill? Or is it going to be a tie, 2 and 2? More ties, so that you're encouraged. But if you had a tie, no, you didn't win, but you didn't get frog stomped. And if 2 of you got out, no, not all 4 of you got out, but you didn't get frog stomped. And even then, the solo queue guys are going to naturally suffer. This is the proposal. This is the request that I make. And the game was much more fun when we were like 4 and 5. Or 3 and 2, or 2 and 3. When sure, win, lose, win, lose. I was more motivated to play. I was more excited about getting into the next game. I played this last game because I'm like, no, I'm tired of feeling like when I play a survivor, my only real objective is to provide entertainment for the killer. And so that's kind of where I'm going. I don't know. AWF, last thoughts?
No, I just had a good amount of things I agreed with. I was humming you. points that we talked about, shared. No, this was just nights. Rough night. It ended on a win. Had a really good pinhead match, and that was probably the highlight of the night.
Easily the highlight of the night. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off David here because I'm at 39 levels. So, you know, I think, well, again, that pinhead game, I still don't really know. Like, I might go back and watch that. As I think about it, I don't genuinely know how we won that game. I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be like, how did this turn around? Because there was one time where chain hunt going on, and there's a guy in the hook, and then Ben ran him on a chase long enough to get a guy unhooked, to get the box done, to get a gen done, then go get the box again, and then I had 2 really long chases, and I'm going to be invested to be like, whatever we did there. Maybe the answer is, well, you played on bad ham, you cheaters. You know, the maps are unfair. Why are the maps unfair when you lose? Why are they only unfair when you lose? You know, those are thoughts that I just ask anyone to think about. By all means, you can feel free to post your comments there. Maybe one day people will stop by the Twitch stream and talk this out. Because I like debate. I like spirited debate. I don't really want to be yelled at, and I don't want to yell at anyone. I don't want to be, you know, spoken to like I'm an idiot because, oh, wow, you're probably a survivor main, and because you think this. And I'm like, well, you're probably a killer main. You think the survivor should just spawn on the hook. Or you just hear my thoughts. I think that every game, you should feel like you could lose, and you should feel like you could win. And I think every game should feel that way. And sure, sometimes there's an exceptional blowout, you know, but those should be the exceptions, not the norm on either side. And that's what I really stand behind. So yeah, make camping and tunneling impossible, and make gens, and gens, you got to get up to the 130s. I'd start at 130 myself. And then that would be, I don't know, 130 would be, what's 130 divided by 2?
65.
Yeah, about 65 seconds, which track, because it usually, I don't know, with Myers right now, where am I at here? With Myers, right now, my average down to hook time, well, my average first hook is 136 seconds. So there you go. If it takes me 136 seconds on average to get a guy on a hook, then, you know, by that standard right now, like 2.5 gens are done. I get it. But then I get a guy on the hook and no gens ever get finished after that. Now, if the gens in and of themselves took them 136 seconds, best case scenario, 1 gen's done. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
I guess even then, if they spawn and survivors are smart and 3 guys get on 3 gens and a chase lasts that long, but first off, that was a 130-second chase, and then yeah, 3 gens are done. But my advice I gave when I did my wrap up with Doctor, if you're in a chase and you're like, you know, your internal clock is like, I've been in chase for 20 seconds, I haven't even hit him. You should leave. You should leave that guy. That guy is better than you, and you need to find the guys who are on gens. And that's all there is to it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, that'd be a place to start. I think that, you know, if all the survivors are alive, at the end game, I think I think if a killer gets a guy in a hook, that guy, whatever hook stays on, that guy should die right away, because that killer worked hard to get something at the end game, and he shouldn't pray that everybody leaves. Now, I've had times at end game where I actually end up getting a win because everyone's being altruistic. But I am glad that behavior made hook grabs impossible, but now that makes end game really, really tricky, really difficult. And again, if you work hard and it's your only kill, you should get something. And if 4 survivors are slugged and people start flying on hooks, when the 3rd guy goes on a hook, or when the third guy bleeds out, the hatch should appear under the fourth guy because that guy lied on the ground for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Someone should get out and someone should get killed, and then the game should be determined on, the game should balance on like how much advantage do the survivors get and how much advantage does the killer get. And if it's a balanced game, then you're still going to have games that are a lot more like some of the ones that we played, because there were some good games in here. There was one we lost that was good, but it was the sixth in a losing streak, so it didn't feel like a good game. But imagine if everything's closer and we have another game like that. It's easier to be like, hey, you know what, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And if you're a killer who feels like the gen should never ever be done in a game, then what you're saying is you should get 4 kills every game, and that is ludicrous. That is entitled. If you think the gen should never be done in a game, then you are affirming that you should win every game, and then you don't understand how games work. So I disagree because it is impossible for survivors to win if the gens never get done. Well, okay, it's impossible for anyone but one survivor to get out if the gens are never done. But you can actually still get a 4K if all 5 gens are done. So all 5 gens should get done more often than not. How's that going with me? I've had 8 out of, so more than half of my games, just to give you some scope, more than half of my games, all 5 gens were done. But I still have somewhere in the neighborhood of I don't know, what's 8 divided by 15? More than 50. It's like 52%. And a 75%, no, even better than that. I have a 73% kill rate and a 73% kill rate and somewhere in the neighborhood of a 53% win rate as of right now. So I'm winning, and I'm winning more than I'm losing. And if I want to win all the time, I'm being entitled. And it's the same for either one. If you want to escape every game, you're being entitled. If you want to have fun every game, then you should be worried you might lose and feel like you have a chance to win. And I want that to be a feeling when I log into it. When the camera spins around and I'm logging in, I want to feel like, okay, I got a shot. Not like, oh, it's Skull Merchant. I hope I get 2 gens done. Oh, it's Wesker. I hope I get 1 gen done. You know what I mean? It's Unreal. I hope I don't spend 4 minutes lying on the ground. Those are feelings no one should have. And trappers should never be like, it's been 200 seconds. I sure hope the gens aren't all done.
Yeah.
So, that was a big, long, drawn out thing. But I am trying to advocate for a fun game that is close, where both sides have an earnest chance of victory. That's my vision for Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
With that said,
Agree with those points.
thank you. Now, look, if you disagree, put your thoughts down below. If you have a vision, if you have ideas on how to make the game more fun and balanced, by all means, put a comment down below and let us know what you think. We'd love to hear it. In fact, if I get enough comments, I'll do a video on it. Hey, let's see what this idea is. What do we think about that? Scott Yund had an idea that was very similar to the key stuck in the basement, where you have to assemble the parts before you can put the gen together. Yeah, I'd be into that. So, it's just things like that. Other than that, though, folks, we're going to say goodnight because we're going to end on a win. We might see you tomorrow. I don't know. I don't think I'll be home before 10. And I got work on Monday, so I don't really know how that's going to go. But if we don't see you on Sunday, for sure I'm going to see you on Monday. So have a great night, and we'll see you around.
Good night.